right, look what I have here. Look at this thing. This is a Brussels sprouts, raw Brussels sprout salad. It's got apples, it's got sunflower seeds, it's got dried cherries, it's got Parmesan cheese, and it has a homemade dressing. This is like fiber central, okay? This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna have a taste and I'll let you know. I wanna make sure I get a bite of like everything. I want a cherry. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna get a big bite. Let's give it a try. So good. So much crunch. There's crunch, chew, tartness, acidity, sweetness. So many things going on in this Brussels sprout salad. I'm gonna add more cheese to it because I like cheese, but I could eat this whole thing, fill it up again, and have it again because that's how delicious it is. Okay, so let me show you how to make it. All right, so the first set of ingredients I'm gonna go over with you is the ingredients to make the dressing. And the dressing is delicious. Homemade salad dressing is so much better than the stuff you get in a bottle. It's not even funny. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need to make the dressing. You're going to need olive oil, oh boy, apple cider vinegar, fresh lemon, there's a kitty, maple syrup, Dijon mustard, garlic. I'm not going to actually put the garlic in mine because of my husband's sensitivity, but it would be great in this dressing. You just have to chop it up real small. And black pepper, and I'm going to be using kosher salt, but you could most definitely use regular salt. And if you didn't have apple cider vinegar, like this, apple cider vinegar, you could use another kind of vinegar. That would be fine. But you definitely want Dijon mustard. I would not use like yellow mustard like you put on a hot dog. Dijon mustard is the best. And fresh lemon, always better than the kind of lemon juice you can get in the squirt bottle. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make the dressing. Is very simple. And all of the measurements of all these ingredients are on the recipe. Okay, so all of the salad dressing ingredients are in this little bowl right here. And this is super easy. All you need to do is whisk it up. You can whisk it up to your heart's content because the more you whisk, the better it's going to be. Just whisk it up, whisk it up, whisk it up. Now I put a half teaspoon of kosher salt in here. If you were using regular salt, it'd be a quarter teaspoon. And I'm just going to give it a taste just to see if it needs more salt. I'm going to put in a little bit more of that kosher salt there, and I might put in some more pepper, but just keep trying it until you're happy with it. Oh, and by the way too, if you could make this the day before or some hours before, salad dressing always tastes better when it's been allowed to sit for a while in the refrigerator. But I'm going to make my salad right now, and it's going to be fine anyway. So next step I'm going to show you is how to make the actual salad. Okay, so now that we have the dressing made, let me tell you what's going to be in the salad. Look at all these fibrous, wonderful ingredients. So the first thing over here, we have 1 pound of fresh Brussels sprouts. The smaller the Brussels sprout, the better. It's better than the big kind. This is a better kind, a small 1 pound. We're also going to need an apple. My favorite is the Honeycrisp apple, which is what this is. And we're going to include the skin because that's where a lot of the fiber is. And I'm also going to use some dried cherries. You could also use dried cranberries, or really you could use raisins or leave it out. Okay, the next thing is some roasted, salted, shelled sunflower seeds. These add a lovely crunch, and again, more fiber. And then another ingredient, Parmesan cheese, real fresh Parmesan cheese. You could use the kind that's in the can that you shake out, but Fresh is always going to be better. And I've already grated a lot of that there. And then still kosher salt and pepper. So when we come back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut the Brussels sprouts and how to cut up the apple too. So we'll be right back. Okay, the only really labor-intensive part of this salad is getting these Brussels sprouts cut. So let me show you how to do that. First of all, you want to cut off this kind of this bottom part, okay? And then some leaves may fall out, that's okay. And then you want to cut this in half. Come around here so you can see. I'm going to cut this in half, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to hold it like this, and there's that choo-choo train motion. Curl your fingers. What I'm after is really, really, really shreds like that. Very thin shreds is what I'm after, just like that. Okay. What you don't want is like big pieces. Okay. You want really, really, really shredded. It's almost like coleslaw. So very, very small. Take your time, do this, don't be in a hurry. And all of this stuff can go right into the big bowl along with all the other things. So I'm going to keep doing these Brussels sprouts. I'm going to keep working on these Brussels sprouts until I'm done with them. You really, really need to have a sharp knife to do this. If you try to do this with a dull knife, it's going to take a lot of time and it might even be dangerous. So take your time. Don't talk with anyone while you're doing this. Don't look up at someone else. Okay, I'm going to come back when I'm done with all of these guys. Okay, so I finished all the Brussels sprouts. Take a good look at this. In the bowl, you can see nice small shreds of Brussels sprouts in the bowl. Okay, so now the apple. Okay, this is my Honeycrisp apple. It adds crunch. It adds some sweetness. It's really good. So to do the apple, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down, and I'm not going to slice it in half through the core. Then I have core to deal with. So I'm going to angle it over here, get a good close shot of that over here. I'm going to cut that off. Then I'm going to flatten it down. What I'm doing is I'm cutting all around the core. So what I have left is the core right there. You see the seeds and everything. So I'm going to basically be making, as you can see, slices, and then I'm going to make small squares, which is known as dice. Just like that. See a small little square of Honeycrisp apple. Oh, that's good. With the skins. Okay, so I'm going to keep going on my apple until the apple is all diced up, and two just went over the edge, but I guess they didn't want to go into the salad. Okay, so we'll come back when this is done. All right, look at this now. So I got all the Brussels sprouts, I got the apple, I got the sunflower seeds, my dried cherries, my cheese here. I think that's it. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it up with these tongs, which I think is a great tool for doing this. And just like any salad, you could tweak this around a little bit to make it more to your taste. Like if you wanted to add more cheese or more some different kind of nuts or leave them out, you completely could because it's your salad. Okay. And now there's that dressing we made. So I'm going to pour in my dressing. Should take all of it. Get every last little delicious bit out of my dressing. Okay, and let's toss this up. It may not look like enough dressing at the beginning, but you just have to really, really, really toss it around to get it evenly, toss it over the side, to get it evenly coated. You never want there to be tons of dressing, but you do want there to be enough so everything's nicely coated. And I think I would make this salad at most a couple hours ahead of when I plan to serve it. Don't make it a night, don't make the whole salad and put the dressing on it the night before, because the nuts will get soft and the Brussels sprouts will also get soggy. This is a really best made on the same day salad. There you go. This whole salad, super, super fiber filled, so delicious. I wish I could just give you a taste right there. But this is super good. A little bit of work, mainly cutting up those Brussels sprouts, but so, so, so worth it. And I hope you give this a try.